Hi everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to do the questions and answers from the poem Be Glad Your Nose is on Your Face by Jack Prelutsky. I have done a previous video in which I have read, explained and recited the poem. If you have not watched that one, kindly do so. Today we're only going to do the questions and answers, the textbook exercises. All right? So I will read the questions, give you some time to answer them, and then you can check your answer with mine. Do keep a paper and pen ready so that you can write the answers down. It is always better to write answers. That way, you will be able to check them better. You will be able to see what mistakes you have made and correct them. And remember not to make the same mistakes again. Are you ready? The first set of questions, answer these questions. Why does the speaker feel that we should be grateful that our nose is on our face? The answer, the speaker feels that we should be grateful that our nose is on our face because we would have many problems if it weren't in its rightful place. The second question, what problem would arise if the nose was between our toes? Here's the answer. If the nose was between our toes, we would be forced to smell our feet. Not very nice, right? The third one, when could our hair tickle the nose? Let's see if you got it right. Our hair could tickle the nose if it were attached on top of the head. Let's move on. The fourth question, when would the nose be an absolute catastrophe? Do check your answer. It would be a catastrophe if the nose was in the ear because that would cause our brains to rattle every time we sneezed. The fifth one, this is easy. The phrase through thick and thin means A or B. A, in good as well as bad days. B, in thick and thin objects. The answer, through thick and thin means in good as well as bad days. Okay? Now for these ones. Answer these questions with reference to the context. The first one, your brain would rattle from the breeze. A, what would make the brain rattle? The answer, the brain would rattle with the breeze that came from a sneeze. B, which breeze is the speaker talking about? Now that's easy. Check your answer. The speaker is talking about the breeze that comes from a sneeze. C, where is the nose imagined to be in this line? Check. In this line, the nose is imagined to be in the ear. Okay. Now there's another reference to context question here. The second one, your nose instead, through thick and thin, remains between your eyes and chin. A, where else does the speaker imagine the nose to be? Do you remember? Do you remember all the parts of the poem? Let's see. So here's the answer. The speaker imagines the nose to be between the toes, on top of the head and within the ear. B, is it a good thing that your nose is between your eyes and chin? Is it? The answer, yes, it is a good thing that your nose is between the eyes and chin. Never answer a question by saying yes or no. Always write your answer in a complete sentence, like I have done. C. What would have happened if the nose was placed somewhere else? The answer? If the nose was placed somewhere else, we would have problems, isn't it? Let's move on. Think and answer. 1. What lesson does this poem teach? Does the poem teach us any lesson? If so, what is that lesson? What have you learned from it? The answer? The poem teaches us that everything and everyone is in its rightful place. So we must not try to change things, isn't it? The second one, imagine if your mouth was somewhere else. What would have happened? Write a brief note about the mouth being misplaced and how it would affect you. Take ideas from the poem. So, what would your answer be like? Well, here's my answer. If the mouth was between my toes, I would have to bend to eat and food would not go into my stomach. If the mouth was on top of my head, my hair would be in it all the time. And if it were in my ear, I would become deaf soon as food would enter my ear as well. Don't you think so? I mean, you can have your own answer. You don't have to have the exact answer that I have. These are my ideas. You can have different ideas. Okay, now with that, we've come to the end of the exercises. But before I end, let's have some fun and try this rhyme. What if your eyes were on your feet? Can you complete that for me? Think of something, at least another line, or another 3 lines if possible, or even 10 or 20 if you want, but at least one more line. What if your eyes were on your feet? Here's what I have to say. What if your eyes were on your feet and watching everyone you meet? You'd see them all from down below unless you start to use a pillow. You try it too. And we'll meet again very soon. Until we do take care of yourselves. Bye.